G'day guys, this week's podcast is proudly brought to you by Bloke in a Bar Beer, the best fucking beer going around at the moment.
I'm not going to try and rhyme anything with that this week, Josh, because the last 2 weeks in a row I've fucked it up by trying to rhyme a word with the last thing you say.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad you haven't.
I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my blokes at the Mighty Caxton Hotel.
It's good. You just got to, enjoy the nice things in life.
And we're changing it up a little bit tonight. We've obviously recorded our sports podcast just before this, but we've just rolled a MIDI straight into the full strength.
Yeah, because we're feeling dangerous.
Yeah.
Why is that to us?
I'm a bit each way, you know what I mean? Something in the air in Caxton Street. It's Monday night of Origin.
Exactly.
It's a great time for a bloke, and yeah, we couldn't recommend it higher.
Yeah, that's it. Come Wednesday night, there'll be a lot of blokes going down my throats in honour of Queensland.
Be a lot of blokes in throats in the Caxton on Friday, I would say.
Yeah,
or Wednesday, yeah.
God, imagine how many blokes will be consumed on Wednesday.
Oh, I'd hate to think there might be no blokes left.
Yeah, exactly. But to ensure that there are blokes that you can have yourselves.
Yeah, get yourself sorted before Wednesday.
I know the Caxton has plenty of blokes.
Well, actually, this is coming out on Friday. But
yeah,
anyway.
this is really we can't really get you to buy stuff for Origin because Queensland's already won the series.
Yeah, but still,
anyway, it doesn't matter.
For the weekend.
Yeah, for the weekend, if you want to make up for it. We know the Caxton has plenty of stock at the moment.
The liquor legends in Australia, they all have plenty of stock. Black Sheep Bottle Shop up here in Queensland, there's a fair few of them. They've got them. But if none of those are close by to you, what should you do, Josh?
Mate, all you got to do is go to blokeinabar.com, chuck in your postal code or your postal address, depending on how dangerous you feel. And it's going to pop up with the nearest locations that you can grab Bloke in a Bar. So, guys, do that.
Do it.
Make sure you do that.
Make sure you do it.
It is a fucking fantastic beer.
It is a fantastic beer, yeah.
So, chuck that in. Tag us. Tag Denon. Tag Bloke. Tag whoever you want. Maybe tag Queen. I don't know. Lizzie's getting a little bit toey for blokes.
Tag them all. They all love blokes.
Tag them all. So, anyway, guys, head to blokeinabar.com, chuck in your postal code, and start getting on the movement that is Bloke in a Bar. Go to blokeinabar.com.
This is quite nice rolling into the weekend, isn't it? Happy bloody Friday. Welcome back.
It reminds me of a horse galloping.
It reminds me of like a pre-Broncos game at Suncorp song.
Fucking oath. Is that Bark?
There he is.
Is that Bark?
Welcome back to the podcast. This is Band of the Week. They've been Band of the Week before. It's 10-12. Their song, She's at My Top Spot.
Very rocky.
That's just going to guide everyone into their Friday arvos, isn't it? If that doesn't get you toey for a few beers after work today, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
Go have a listen, guys.
Go to bed with a mirror if that doesn't get the juices flowing.
Yeah, exactly. 10-12 with the fucking goats. So get amongst them. Das, how are we?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Yeah, look, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just enjoying a couple of beveraginos.
I just headbutted my microphone to everyone listening at home.
That's all right, dude. That's a bit of head noise right there already.
It is, yeah.
Into the pod.
Tell you when I didn't have head noise.
When?
Sunday morning.
Oh, how come?
Vibe culture, baby.
Fucking oath, baby.
The wake-up blend saved the day once again.
Bloody oath, it did. I'm not even going to try and read some of those things this week. I'm going to have a look at the back just to say, because actually before coming here tonight, I just really felt like having one.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying the Tropical Punch wake-up blend a bit, and I was like, fuck it. I'm already like a little bit awake, but I feel like I need to be more awake for the potty.
Yeah, you got to be at your best.
And like, I had a big day in the sun, so I needed to replenish my electrolytes. So what's the best way to do that?
Vibe culture, baby.
Get some vibe into you.
The wake-up blend.
Just vibing.
You might be asking what's so great about the wake-up blend. Well, it's an all-in-one blend. Morning recovery, energy boost, focus for studying and or training. It's like a Barocca on steroids, packed full of antioxidants. I can't say that. I fuck it up every week.
Yep.
That will give you crash-free energy.
Jeez, that's pretty awesome, man. Now, look, this product is not a sole source of nutrition and should be consumed in conjunction with a nutritious diet and appropriate exercise program.
Probably another one of those lines that you didn't have to read, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just putting it out there that, you know what, you don't need to fucking read.
You don't. Just drink.
grab it,
Trust
chuck
us.
it in. The only thing you need to read is that you need to add approximately 1 scoop into 400 to 500 mils of water.
And I'd also
and stir thoroughly.
I'd read the code BBB10 for $10 off your first order.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Japanese herbs that are anti-inflammatory and help reduce hangovers. It's got branched chain amino acids, which help with muscle fatigue, and Rhodiola rosea to improve brain function and
you absolutely
reduce
nailed the
stress.
Rhodiola rosea. Look at you
I've been
go.
practicing.
Have you?
No.
No, I was going to say, dude, you just fucking go for it.
Sorry.
But shout out to Vibe. Thank you so much for getting on board. Guys, make sure you get on board with them as well and support people that support us, who support you in your time of need, which is when you're hungover as fuck on a weekend.
BBB10 is the code.
That's it, baby. Now, guys, just want to sort of bring something quite serious up. So I've sort of alluded to I was going to bring something up. I don't really know exactly how I was going to approach this. Pretty tough thing for both myself and Das. As you know, guys, we've recently had Trademark on as a sponsor with mental health, and we've been preaching about mental health a lot. Unfortunately, podcast is coming out today. Das and I will be at a funeral for my best mate of 21 years who sadly took his life 3 weeks and 1 day ago from the day that this comes out. It has honestly rocked me to my core, and all our extended mates. It's absolutely fucked, guys. Just to put it simply, it's absolutely fucked.
It's one of those things, I think, like, we obviously talk about it as much as we can, and it's definitely becoming more and more part of the everyday discussion. But I think for me, I kind of don't know how to say this, but it's sort of hit a bit too close to home this time.
Definitely.
You know, it's out there and it's very serious, but it's not something that really happens until it happens, and it's just shocking, so shocking and so shit.
The effects that it has on family members, friends, everything it's cooked.
So many friends, how many people?
Our friend group, man, has we've got a pretty big friend group. We didn't go to high school with our mate Chook. I went to primary school with him from year 1, as I said, but unfortunately he took his own life. The thing is that he had a pretty rough job as a paramedic, and those guys, our first responders, should be given the utmost respect and the most care out of anyone, because they are who we go to when we are at our absolute worst. And thinking about what he had to deal with and the sort of incidents he would have gone to, that takes a toll on you. And
it would take a toll on anyone.
For me, I had a look at messages that I'd sent 2 days before it had happened, and I was asking how he was going. And, I take the mental health stuff very seriously, and I'd been checking in with him, and he kept saying he was all sweet, and, there was some other stuff going on, but he was pretty good. But just one moment, when he was living far away, he was working far away, he's quite isolated, and I was thinking about this in the car about how I'd say this. Now, unfortunately, he felt isolated, he felt like there was no one there. And just because he lives so far away doesn't mean that, you don't need to be far away to be isolated. There might be people that were listening to this right now. You might have finished school 8 months ago. You might not be catching up with your mates as much from school. You might be finding it hard to socialise. You might be at uni. You might be a first-year apprentice. You might be looking at all this shit, and you don't know how to socialise with people, or you feel like you're not catching up with mates, and, it's all starting to get a bit too much. You start to feel isolated, and there's nothing worse than feeling isolated and by yourself. But just the message that we want to give to you guys is that you are loved by everyone out there, all your friends and all your family. Everyone fucking loves you so much. And no one wants to see you going through this. And if you're ever feeling like everything's a bit too much, Trademark has their service you guys can get onto, TISES. This is a conversation starter. There is help out there, and Das and I will both put our hands up, and say, if you don't feel comfortable talking to your mates, just swing us a message on the BBB
100%.
page or the private one, because honestly, this is the shittest
Send us a
thing.
message on Instagram, anything.
Yeah, this is the shittest thing that has ever happened to either of us, and it's the worst feeling that I've ever experienced. for sure. Like, it's just, I'm never going to forget the day that I got the call from my dad at TAFE and found out that my best mate had done this, and it's just gut-wrenching stuff. So just really wanted to put it out there, guys, that, you know, this is a real thing. We, as Darcy said, like he said it perfectly. It doesn't, like, you know, it's there, but until it actually happens to you, like, you don't understand the full effects of what's going on around you and what's actually happening. So just, if you are having trouble, reach out to someone and just know that there's always someone there who has your back.
Yeah.
Right? There's always
100%.
someone there who has your back. So, yeah, sorry for starting on such on a sad note, guys, but it's a very fucking big, important issue that we need to get around. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cooked. So, yeah, that's that.
So that'll be us on Friday. So
yeah,
have a few beers for us on Thursday, on Friday, and have a few beers for Matt, because we'll be having more than a few, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
On Friday, Arvo.
Big celebration of the big fella. So
yeah, it's going to be a good day.
He was an avid frothy and a big listener as well. Contributed a lot of classic calls as well to the podcast. So the bat hanging up, the cock and small cock hanging up. Yeah,
one of the greats.
One of the great calls. So you know, and that just goes to show, like, you know, he's coming up with all this funny shit and appearing like happy as fuck, but there's other stuff going on sometimes, guys. So yeah, just reach out to your mates if you ever need help. Just reach out to anyone if you ever need help, and check on your fucking mates and make sure you're really checking on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck. I suppose with that,
should we cover off what's on the table first? We just had a very weird experience.
It was fucking scattered.
That we weren't expecting to have.
So we've like recorded the sports pod, and Darcy's got like a message through.
Dude, legit meant to be. Like, imagine if we didn't get that message.
Yeah, exactly. We got shout out to Kempy.
Yeah, this is because of you.
You know, we've been plugging the MIDI, which is awesome, but he said, you know, if you want, you can go back to the full strength. So we were like,
we finished our MIDIs off in the sports pod, so we're like, oh, well, let's go downstairs and get a full strength one then. Go downstairs, and Channel 9's filming a segment in the Caxton, where we're recording live from, obviously.
Sorry, it's finished now.
And who's there but none other than Andrew Johns.
Joey fucking Johns.
Now, obviously, we're two, like, fucking diehard Queensland supporters, but
you have to appreciate
you got to respect. Yeah, you got to respect Joey Johns. Like, if I heard that Lockyer was down in Sydney and someone had the opportunity to meet him and they didn't because he's from Queensland, I'd be like, that's what the fuck? Yeah, like, real recognises real.
To be honest, I think that's the difference between us and the New South Wales people, is that we can appreciate a good New South Welshman. I don't know if they can appreciate a good Queenslander.
So we obviously did a merch drop last Friday, and we'll get to that in a bit, but we went downstairs and Sterling's like, do you want to get a photo with Joey? And we were like, fucking oath we do. So we got it. And he took one look at us. We both had our maroon Bloody Brilliant Beers hat on, for those who aren't watching the YouTube. And he was like, I really like your hats. And we're like, thanks. And then
dude.
We got the photo, and he was like filming something, and I was like, fuck, should we just give him a blue one? And
yeah.
We're like, shit, yeah. So Clutzy ran upstairs and gave him a blue one. And he was like, thanks, I really like it. And we're like, cheers, no one will buy him. And he's like, oh, I'll sign it for you.
Yeah.
So now we have to find a proper place. Like, maybe we'll hang it up on the wall or something, but we've got, it'll take pride in our studio, a signed Andrew Johns Bloody Brilliant Beers blue cord hat.
Yeah.
One of one, never for sale. It's never for sale. Maybe one day we'll sell it for charity or something, but
maybe.
You're going to have to pry it out of our dead cold hands at the moment.
We were two 27-year-old males who looked like fucking 6-year-old excited little schoolboys at meeting Joey Johns.
It was a good experience.
I might have stood like fucking 10 feet taller than the cunt. But, thank you, Joey, for that. That was fucking sick.
On the merch thing as well, like, thank you so much to everyone who bought merch. I think we touched on it last week, but we still find it so fucking crazy that people, like, listen to this podcast, let alone want to support us and get around like that. Like, we've done some crazy shit, like with the beer last year and merch and events and that sort of stuff, and we're constantly blown away by, like, people getting around us. So it's crazy to see people ordering in. Like, we've sold out. It's currently Monday, so we launched on Friday with no notice because the hats arrived on Friday. We sold out of all the maroon hats, all the hoodies. I think there's like 6 shirts left and then a few blue hats left. So thank you all so much. I'm doing my best. Classy's going to come over to my place one night this week and we'll pack and pack
probably
and pack.
Probably a couple nights, to be honest.
Fuck
me, there's a lot of shit to pack.
Yeah, so we're going to get them out to you as soon as possible. Sorry for the delay if they don't come before the game on Wednesday. But yeah, we're doing our best. I was up till like fucking 1 o'clock this morning packing them. So, but yeah, thank you for the support. It's crazy. And like, do we want to touch on the subject that the Blue Hats not selling might be an omen for Origin?
Yeah, I think it could be.
We covered it off at length in the sports pod, but like, and this is coming out after the sports pod, so I might sound like a fucking absolute dickhead right now, but like,
well, you gotta call a spade, don't you?
Exactly right. It's not an omen. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. To kick things off, I have a pretty funny story, and I don't know if this is going to translate to the listeners out there because you know the person who this story's about, and I feel like knowing him is like half the battle. It's my manager from work. We've spoken about him before. So
he has the bobbliest head in Brisbane.
We've got this team event coming up, and the bloke who's organising it loves this sort of shit and has organised a game for everyone in the lead up. So basically you've been split into teams. So there's like 3 other people in our team and there's 5 teams and you get assigned another team. So I've got assigned my manager's team.
Yeah.
And, someone else got assigned my manager's team.
Yeah.
And they have to make them say a certain word. So, for example, my team got assigned team 3 and we had to make them say sanctuary. So, I was talking to some guy today and I was like, oh, he's got young kids. Yeah. I was like, oh, mate, I was at this place on the weekend. It would be great for you and the kids. Fucking can't remember what it's called. It's like a bird zoo down the coast. He's like, oh, Currumbin Bird Sanctuary. I was like, dickhead. That's all right. Got it. So, we were chatting last week. Yeah. I was chatting with this girl and I knew her word. It was paprika and she was going after my manager and I was like, well, that's a tricky one. Yeah. There was a third person in the room who was sitting next to me, Sam Milgram. Yep. I was targeting him and I was thinking, I knew he was onto me. So I was like, fuck, how am I going to get him? I had to get him to say sanctuary. Yeah. So I was like, what if I say to him, let's join forces. I'll tell him my word and hope that he repeats it straight away and like, bang, got ya. Yeah. But I was like, if that backfires, I'm fully fucked. Because like, even if he's like, if I say my word sanctuary, he's like, well, I'm just not saying that. So yeah. So I said a random word. I said remote, TV remote. I was like, my word's remote. And he just went, I was like, fuck, plan failed, won, but also glad I didn't use my real word. Yeah. Next day I was around and I was like to Brooke, this girl, Paprika, I was like, I think yours is easy. And she's like, mate, you've got remote. Just say it's on Will's desk. And I was like, oh, that's actually not my word. Like it's a fake word. And she's like, oh. And I was like, but I've got an idea. Yeah. I was like, why don't you go to Woolies and buy some paprika and leave it on Will's desk? She's like, that's a great idea. So lunch happens. We all go into the kitchen. She ducks off for 5 minutes. Yeah. She walks back in the kitchen like nodding. Will's sitting in the kitchen going, oh, as soon as this game came out, I was talking to my team. I reckon I'll be red hot at this. Like, you're not getting me. This has got me written all over it. 3 of us go back to our desk. Will's the last one in the kitchen. And we're all like, giggling, like trying not to laugh. Yeah. He's coming out and all of us just pretend that we're like doing something, like facing the other way. Yeah. He literally just waddles over to his desk, picks it up and goes, paprika. In the middle of the office. And I was like, yes, get the fuck in there. Fuck, it was so funny. It was like, I said to Brooke, I was like, I've been at my job for like what, nearly 18 months. Like that's it, by a country mile. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in the office. Literally just held it up in front of him. Paprika. You can just imagine he's so random. Like, why would there be like, paprika? There's a game like yeah. Fucking hell, that is so funny, dude. I love it. It's actually good though, because like he ended up getting me with something else, and then so you have to get the same team twice to knock him out. Yep. So he got me on Friday, and then later on in the day we were talking about something, and he was going, "Fuck, what's that song?" It's like dun 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 dun. He's like, "I think it's a John Butler trio," and I was like, Zzz, "I don't know." Zebra is obviously my word, so like you've got to really be like on your toes. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game. But yeah, that's just some office antics for the week. That's so good. That's some good office antics. Did you get up so much for the weekend though? Mate, absolutely not. I caught up with a good family friend of mine, Georgia Hall. Not her name anymore. She's married, which is fucking wild. I've known her since I was like 4. Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, it's crazy. Was that the surprise wedding last year? Yeah, I don't know if it was last year but it was a surprise wedding. Yeah. And her husband Jake, who's a legend, we had lunch at their place, which was really good. And then weirdly enough, my girlfriend, I don't know if I told you this, my girlfriend used to work with a girl who is married to Caden Neville.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. So we used to like hang out with them heaps, and then he obviously got injured on Saturday.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We woke up on Sunday. So we had Saturday at George's house, and then came back, watched the footy, packed a few waters that night, and I was like, okay, I'll get up early Sunday and do it.
Yeah.
And then woke up on Sunday, and they obviously moved to Canberra because he plays
down there, yeah.
For the Brumbies, yeah. And Rachel's like, oh, Hannah's just messaged me, do you want to go have brekkie with her? I was like, oh, shit, yeah. So we had brekkie with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kate and Neville reach out.
Yeah. He wasn't there. He was getting scans and stuff because he hurt himself. But yeah, it was weird, like just spur of the moment thing. And then I ended up going to lunch with a couple of the boys at the pub, but nothing exciting. Got home at like 3 o'clock on Sunday and packed till I slept.
Yeah, right. That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's cooked.
How about you, mate?
Friday night, made my return to the Jeeps Arena.
Oh, you did too.
But we didn't play.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Our arena was the Caxton Hotel, and we fucking won.
I've got a bone to pick later on. My bone to pick with you is...
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Sitting at the office on Friday, and I can see, like, obviously I can tell when Clutzy posts on Instagram because we start getting, like, notifications. Yeah. So I'm like, bang, Clutzy's done his Friday Arvo post. And the caption was, like, big things, but I was on a call, so I couldn't listen to it. And I was like, oh, he must be plugging the merch drop for tonight. Listen to it later. It's just him talking about getting on the piss at the Caxton. Yeah. I was like, dude, you didn't even fucking mention... like,
yeah, I did that on purpose because what I thought was we had so much like merch shit happening. So I was like, fuck it, big things.
Let's break it up a bit.
Big things are happening.
Big things are happening.
Because did you know from little things, big things grow?
I did know that.
And that is our 6th grade mantra this year because big things are growing.
Big things
are happening. Shout out to _manager who has really been driving that train.
He looked like he was in fine form.
He was
commandeered the microphone and guitar at the Caxton.
Bro, so funny. But like the whole night, it was fun. Like as he got more pissed, I think some of his mates listened to this. Shout out Senior Fairweather. But as he got more pissed, he'd start like requesting different things. He'd be like,
right. Oh, so he wasn't playing guitar.
No, he played guitar. No, he did at the end, but like he started requesting.
Yes, but to start off, he wasn't like the
No, he wasn't the act. No,
right.
We just ended up taking the guitar off some random guy performing at the Caco. It was really scat. But like when we were down at dinner, I put that photo up, and he's like, "Wait, take a photo of all the boys. Like, let's chuck it up on the BBB page."
Sure.
I was like, "Yeah, all right." And then I just tagged him in it just to make sure that like. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
When's your last home game? We should do an event there.
Oh, it's against Ipswich, bro. It's going to be a fucking. That's when we do our awards night as well.
Oh, huge.
So everyone should come down because it's fucking fun. Like it's genuinely so much fun. I'm pretty sure the Ipswich boys, Jordan Oldfield, reach out. I think they're going to be getting a bus down.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to try and chat to like the powers that be at Jeeps and see if they can stay in the Bowls Club or something.
Yeah, right.
And just get fucking blind.
Sleep on swags and stuff.
Yeah, sleep on slags and shit like that.
That'd be so good. You could like billet them out.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Like
a school trip.
But yeah, man, Caco was good. Had a lot of drinks. Caught up with a lot of the boys. Haven't been around for the last few weeks.
Couple of weeks, yeah. I was going to say just score a try. Didn't play. Fucking hell, time's running out for your tries this season, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, bro. Had a little bit of a break, unfortunately. But I was going to play on the Saturday, but I think I forgot to mention it. I left my boots at UQ, so I don't actually have footy boots at the moment. And I was going to go buy some, but I was like, fuck it. I can't be bothered. I'm probably going to be really tired tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wish I played because I think the boys dusted up on Saturday Riverside like 70 points to 10 or something. So I was like,
definitely scored a try.
Definitely would have fucking scored a try.
Maybe knocked a couple off.
Yeah. But back to the Caxton thing. Had a nice little bar tab that paid for dinner. That was sick. Had multiple drinks. Had a lot of fun. Melv Hunter was in fine form, as always.
To be expected.
And then the Bundy Dribbler rocked up as well as the Concrete Cowboy. We sort of had the Holy Trinity.
That's so good. I haven't seen the Concrete Cowboy in a long time.
Bro, he just got back from Army Reserve.
Oh, really?
Training.
Hectic.
Man. So it was good. Good to see him. Introduced him to a few of the Jeeps boys, so got to get him down to a few more games just to fucking get on the piss.
What date is that?
He's an absolute weapon, bro. Yeah. I'll get it up for you. But the singing thing, I don't know, I chucked it up on the story, but they had this dude, he was a nice guy, he was a little bit awkward, and there was fuck all people besides us at the Caco. So what we kept asking if we could get up and sing some stuff. Like the whole night we're like, let's put Mickey O on. Put Mickey O.
To be fair though, Mickey O is like genuinely good. Like,
yeah, dude,
like,
he's so good. And then
not like a blind dude, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some blind pest. Well, he probably was a blind pest, but like.
Understandably, this dude was a bit like hesitant. Like, I think that's, by the way, August 26th.
Yeah, right. We could make that happen.
Could definitely make that happen. But yeah, so this guy was pretty hesitant. Understandably so. Like, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
And then Mickey O gets up and we do a rendition of our club song. And Mickey O can just control the crowd and he does it in like great speeds and whatnot.
Yeah.
And there was this one chick there who was just the blindest person on Caxton Street that night. And I think her boyfriend had like abused some of the bartenders. So we, like, some of the boys like sort of pulled him up and were like, bruh, like,
don't do that.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah.
And then he sort of had like an eye on us. And Milf Hunter was just being annoying and like dancing with this chick. And this dude was just watching and getting angrier and angrier. And Milf's explanation was, I knew if anything went down, I could headbutt him and run away because I can't fight. But then you 6 guys would be there just to break it up. And I was like, dude, that's such a coward thing to say, but also I understand your logic. Yeah. But yeah, so we started doing it. But then when we did the club song, they were getting right into it. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is actually sick. Had a nice little sleep in Saturday. Also tried out the Mighty Angus on Friday night actually with Mel.
I'll have to get that
so good. That's what I'm getting on the way home, bro. It's going to be fucking sick.
Someone actually, sorry to interrupt. You keep going.
Oh, it's all right. What were you going to say?
Well,
how many Macca's meals do I have a week?
Yeah, I went live on Instagram, on TikTok yesterday while I was packing orders, and someone said over under Clutzy's Macca's meals a week 3.5, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, definitely over.
Really?
Well, because what I've been doing recently is getting a coffee on the way through in the morning.
Yeah, so you have to get food with that.
So, like, it's just rude not to get food.
Yeah. So almost every day. Because my thinking was, because I remember chatting to you on, I can't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, you were like, what food should I get? It might have been Sunday. And I was like, I was like, do you want like cafe or fast food? And you were like, fast food. And you're like, but I've had Macca's a fair bit. So I was like, oh, because then you got KFC, I think.
Yeah, I got KFC.
Yeah, so I was, because that was my thinking. I was like, usually I'd say over 3.5, but because I know we got KFC once, maybe under. But
yeah,
there you go.
over.
Over and KFC. How many takeaway meals do you reckon you had this week?
Oh, it wasn't too bad actually.
If it's over 3.5, it's pretty bad, mate.
Maybe 5. Maybe one a day, like one a weekday. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah,
you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. It could be worse.
You need a lot of fuel to get this body.
Yeah, and you're out working, like doing physical work.
Yeah, and putting weight on. So
yeah,
that's all right.
Got to be doing something right.
But yeah, Saturday I went and saw Thor.
Very nice.
That was all right. Not too bad. And then I dropped the miso soup at a party and went and picked her up later and watched the Wallabies, and that was just a fucking tear our eyeballs out game. The game is dying. Yeah. Change the rules and make it more exciting.
The thing is, like, I don't want it to die. Like,
no, dude, exactly.
You know, some people like hate union compared to league.
Yeah.
Dude, me too. I like league better, but I'm like,
but it used
on
to be
Saturday
such a
night
good brand
and the
of
Wallabies
footy.
are on. I'm fucking so pumped to watch that.
Yeah,
like,
bro. It used to be so like early 2000s. Like the Wallabies was like the pinnacle of sport in Australia, bro. Yeah. I think it'll come back almost around like Rugby World Cup if they tune up the rules a bit.
Yeah,
because that'll be sick. But anyway, I did that Sunday. I booked, obviously went to the markets.
Obviously,
did such a quick trip. Thought it was going to be the quickest trip of all time in a market, but the Bar Me store decided to lose our docket, so I didn't get the Bar Me, which sucks.
Fuck.
Like it took like 20 minutes, half an hour. Because then when I finally got through to them and was like, hey, I think you've lost our docket. They then took another 10 minutes to actually make it. It was fucked, man. I was pretty angry. But went to the Lions.
Yep.
Because we had somewhere to be.
What a day in Brisbane as well.
Bro, it was so good. Brisbane turned it the fuck on.
Yeah.
It was like a bit chilly, but it was also nice. So
yeah.
Lions,
it was crisp and clear.
Crisp. Yeah, it was.
Like bloke in a bar.
Great plug. Great plug. Hope you heard that one, Denon. Yeah, and then we watched the Lions lose. They had like 11 blokes out, which isn't an excuse to lose
Yeah, because how many? They'd have more than 30 in a squad of AFL.
Yeah, well, there's 18 on the field.
Yeah, fucking
so
hell.
it's just like...
Sort that out.
Maybe if there was like 25.
If you're confused, listen to the sports podcast. You'll understand.
Exactly. Or don't. But Yeah, I did that and then just fucking chilled out. I'm back at work, back at Morayfield this week, and we're fucking loving it. Oh, shout out to the chick that I saw and the manager from Morayfield East Macca's. That place is pumping just quietly.
Yeah,
but,
right.
There was a bit of a fluster. I had my food, but I was waiting on my frappe earlier in the week, last week.
It's one of your 5.
And then she was like, "Holy fuck, you're the podcast dude. You're on TikTok. Here's your food." I was like, "Already got my food." She's like, "Oh fuck." And I was like, "Yeah, it's all good. Just waiting on the frappe." But I actually had a really weird moment before that myself.
Yeah.
Where I got starstruck by the delivery driver from Macca's, the guy who drives Martin Brow trucks. This is really weird. So it's like their food trucks.
He's like dropping off all
the stock.
Not an Uber Eats driver.
No, like an actual doing like the orders.
Yeah.
So I used to unpack the trucks at Macca's back in the day, and fucking loved it. And about I'd say 9 years ago now, it'd have to be 9 because I was out of school. This dude, it was his first day, and I was his first ever delivery.
Oh,
and he's like this older fella. And he was sitting in the truck, and I saw him, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" I think his name's like Pete or something like that.
Yeah.
Lovely dude. He used to tell me, like, we just used to chat about whatever. Like, he's probably in his like late 50s, early 60s now. I think he lived out at like Callan Vale, and we used to talk about how fucked cab prices were because Uber wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's cheaper for me to take the missus and spend money on a 4 or 5 star hotel for the night.
Yeah,
cheaper to drive in, park, than it is to get a cab there and back." And that's what I remember about him. He was just the loveliest dude. But I've like looked up, and I was just so excited to see him. And I've like sort of slowed down to get into the drive-through, and I'm just like looking, and I've just got this big grin on my face. I'm just like, and he's like looking at me, and I was like, and I waved, and then I was like, "Holy fuck, that cunt's going to have no idea who you are."
He probably did lose to like 20 Maccas.
He's probably genuinely gone through thousands of Maccas employees.
When's the last time you worked at Maccas?
Well, the last time that I would have done anything with him was 7 or 8 years ago. But
yeah, I'm sure he remembers you, mate.
I was just like, in my head, I was like, fuck, you always remember you first. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's forgotten me. Maybe I wasn't that special. And yeah, but I was just like in the drive-thru, and then I had so much head noise just being like, "Oh my God, I just did that. This guy's going to think it was a creep." And then I was like, after I get my food, do I drive back up and park next to the truck and say g'day? And I try and explain it. And then I was like, oh.
He'd probably remember you if you... Like,
if I said that. Or he'd be polite about it. And I'd be feeling better about myself. But in the meantime, no. So now that I'm up there again, I know what time the truck's coming. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday. So maybe I just need to go to Macca's on Wednesday or Thursday.
Say g'day. Rekindle an old flame.
Exactly. It'd be lovely to see him.
Now, mate, I have a serious fucking bone to pick. It's been a while since since I feel like we used to have like a few segments that we used to run semi-regularly, and it's been a while since I've had a proper bone to pick, but this week I've got fucking Translink.
Yeah, fuck those visions. What do they do this time?
I feel like I've mentioned this before, but like I went to go, I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was when I came to see you at the Newey a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
I usually catch a different train line home to go to the Newmarket. My go-card was dead. No, I don't do auto top up because I fucking lose them all the time. And I know you can transfer it across, but it's just like, I'd rather just get a new card. It's easier.
Yeah.
So go-card's dead. I'm like, fuck, got to top up my go-card. Then I remember that they're doing a trial of paying with your bank card on the trains, on the Newmarket, on the 30 Grove line, which goes to Newmarket. So I was like, beauty, don't have to worry about topping up. I can just tap my bank card, which I did. Yeah. First of all, why do you need to trial bank cards? They work, dude.
Well, they work. You just tap them.
Well, we've been using bank cards, FPOS, for quite a few transactions.
Yeah.
Like, no one has cash.
No.
Why the fuck do I have to have a go card that I know this is very Brisbane based, but like I know in Sydney and Melbourne, I think Sydney has Opal and Melbourne has MyKey, which is the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
You have a fucking go card that you tap, and it says now tap your bank card, tap, now tap your go card again, tap, and then when you get on, you have to use your go card. What's the fucking point? It's just an extra card that I'm going to lose.
Bro. Why
I can use my phone.
Yeah.
For everything.
You could use your phone.
And you know what's fucked about it? This literally happened to me like 2 weeks ago. I got off the train late. I don't know what it was. Maybe after we're doing the podcast. Get out, tap on, wallet goes in pocket, card goes in the other pocket. Get off the train, tap off, card goes back in pocket. Wake up in the morning. When I get home, take my wallet out with my keys and shit. Wake up in the morning, put a different pair of pants on to go to work because I'm not a grub. Get to the train station, no go card. Fuck, it's in my pants. That's so annoying.
Fuck.
That's okay. I'll just go and buy a paper ticket. So expensive to buy a paper ticket.
Ridiculous.
So expensive. But that's not the worst thing. The worst thing is the fucking machines, I don't know if you've ever used them, that you use to top up or get a paper ticket on.
I get
They have
frustrated
it's a touch
with
screen
them.
and it's like a curved old TV screen. So you never know where you're touching. You're trying to add balance.
Oh.
Next thing it's in Vietnamese.
Yes, dude, you changed the fucking language.
And I'm like, who the fuck thought to put a curved screen on a touch screen?
People, I don't know if anyone's looking on YouTube, but look at the size of these fucking fingers.
And I've got short little fingers. So I'm like, who the fuck is thinking this is a good idea? Probably the same fucking idiot that thought of the go-kart. Why don't we just use bank cards?
That's so dumb, bro. We literally have a chip on the bank card to tap.
It's in my phone.
And it's in your phone
everything
as well.
else. You know what I found hilarious?
What?
Someone texted me, a good mate of ours. This is what I was talking about before. I was ranting to him about this. This got me so fired up the other morning on the way to work. Translink have a lost and found for the train. Guess where it is?
Where?
Lytton. So you lose stuff, you go to Lytton.
Lytton.
Yeah.
Lytton, like...
There's no train station at Lytton. So you lose something on the train and you can't get the train there to find it.
What?
Is that not fucked?
Bro, what?
Is that not fucked?
Lytton is in like the Port of Brisbane, Lytton.
Correct.
Bro. That is so dumb.
It is fucked up.
What are you meant to do? Go to like fucking Wynnum and War?
I don't know that for a fact because someone just told me that, but like, does that not seem fucked? That's what got me spiraling in this. He told me that. He's like, you want to hear a funny fact?
Oh my God. Dude.
Translink, go fuck yourself.
Sort yourselves
I had to get that
out.
off my chest. I had to get that off my chest.
No, dude, so fair. So
I'd love to hear
fucking
if people in other states have gripes with their public transport system as well. But lads, Australian Autumn is here, and luckily the sponsor of today's podcast, Manscape, are here to make sure the leaves are falling off your tree as smoothly as possible. Their 4th generation performance package, which includes their signature Lawnmower 4.0, has all the tools equipped to keep you calm and collected through all weather uncertainty.
Yeah, look, Das, that is certainly true. Fellas, footy season is upon us as well. We have all 4 codes coming back. And of course, you want to have your package on full display when you're having a shower afterwards.
Absolutely.
So what's better? Get your Manscaped out. Make your little fella a little bit proud. The boys might even have a look and go, tell you what, nice cock. She's looking a lot better this year.
Yeah, can finally see it.
Yeah, exactly. Can finally see it in between all the bushes. Ladies as well. Look, I'm sure you guys could use it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure you guys do nude showers.
It's a great tool. The Lawnmower 4.0 is unbelievable.
Everyone can use the Lawnmower 4.0. You got to look good in the change rooms afterwards. You got to start asserting authority on who has the nicest looking cock.
And your performance package will also come with a weed whacker to keep your ear and nose hair under control, crop preserver, crop reviver, everything you need. You'll be sorted for autumn.
It is nice having a nice smelling crotch. So, look, it is time to join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com, where you can get 20% off free shipping with the code BBB20. That's capital letters as well, because we are capital blokes. Always remember, lads, when you trim the weeds, the tree stands taller.
Exactly right. We've been saying it from day dot.
Bloody oath we have. Mine's just not that tall.
The only thing worse than a train in Brisbane for Translink is their fucking buses as well.
Yeah.
So,
dude, you know, it's just fucked. Like, when I was over in the States years ago, one thing that got me rock hard every day was using the train lines and tram lines over there.
Yep.
And it is fucked, man. They've got like multi-levels for different, like, you go into a train station and you might like enter at ground level.
Yeah.
But then like your train might be on like a 4th level.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and then you watch them all come out and it's just like, whoa, bro,
But
that's
I've used
sick.
trains in so many places where, like, even when I was in Portugal, it's like there's a map and it's like you need to get here. So there's a blue line.
Yep.
Jump on the blue line, get off at this station. When you get to the station, they're like, this is X station, get off here.
Yep.
Change to yellow, bang, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
Brisbane public transport is so shit.
Brisbane, yeah, it's like, you need to get to Cleveland from Ferny Grove. Well,
Yeah, you're going into the city first, bro.
yeah, jump onto Roma Street and hope that you can get on the right train and
get
go
off
in the
at
right
Bowen
direction.
Hills.
Yeah, it's fucking
And the
stupid.
train might leave 3 minutes early, and if it does, you just miss it too bad. And if there's any rain, expect delays.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's fucked. I'm off it. I'll still continue to use it every day.
But you have to.
I have to.
It's fucked.
There's a bloke actually at my work. It's pretty funny. He came in last Friday or the Friday before. Rarely comes into the office, and he came in because on Fridays we always go to the pub and have lunch. He's like, "Oh, the missus is so off me because I don't like catching the train, so I pay $250 a month for a car park, and then I work from home."
Oh my God.
And he's like, and then I come in one day a week on Friday and fucking go to lunch and spend $40 on a steak and 2 beers.
That is funny. Holy shit. So he's spending $60 a week basically on parking.
Yeah, and not using it. He's working from home.
That's absolutely fucked.
Yeah. So
jeez, I'll be off him as well.
I just had to get that off my chest.
No, dude, so fair. So fair. I'm just going to have a little look-see here. I ran into a few people on Friday night that were frothies.
I actually...
limited people that were here.
I don't know. This is pretty funny. I meant to bring this up before. And I'm not sure if the bloke listens to the podcast. I might have read this wrong. And if I did, I'm really sorry. He was working behind the bar at the Everton Park Hotel where I went for lunch yesterday.
Yep.
And walked in and he was like, "Nice hat." I had this hat on, the maroon BBB hat, brand new.
Yeah, nice.
And I wasn't sure if I felt like, without sounding like a fuckwit, if you recognise the hat from the podcast, you're probably going to recognise me, right?
Yep.
So I was expecting him to be like, "Love the podcast."
Yeah.
So when he says "nice hat," I'm thinking maybe he just like likes the hat because it's a cool hat, whatever. So I was like, "Thanks, bro. Appreciate it." Ordered a beer. Went back, came back to the bar, and he was like, "Who owns Bloody Brilliant Beers?" And I was like, "Oh, I do with like my friend Josh." He's like, "So you like own the beer?" And I'm pretty sure he had us like confused with Better Beer, maybe.
Yeah, right.
I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Fuck, that's so sick." I was like, "It's not that cool." It's nowhere near as cool as actual Better Beer. So I'm pretty sure he had us confused with that. Maybe he was just super excited about the podcast. I don't know.
He could be. But
shout out to the Everton Park Hotel.
Shout out to Everton Park Hotel employee.
He was a sexy employee. He was fucking shredded.
Jack Dars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that in my bartender. Well, one of the blokes I ran into was Smitty from Wagga.
Love that.
How cool's this? They have a family punting group.
Yeah, that's
great. But
they
love the punt, he said. And yeah,
I feel like you have to love the punt, have a family punting chat.
He said there's 22 of them. Each week, I think they put in $15 or $25 into a sports bet account. And
I love that.
3 of them get to punt with $40 a week.
Yep.
They paid for 22 people to come up, flights, accommodation, and all race tickets to Doomben on Saturday.
Good.
He said, only thing we need to bring up was the punting money, but like it's all good. We're just going to fucking win, bro. And he's like, we'll go on a syndicate in the pokies later. All right, 50 each. We'll go. I was like, yeah, man, sounds good.
Where did you see him?
At the Caco.
Oh, on Friday.
On Friday, he was here.
Sorry,
they came here for beers.
Before Saturday.
Before Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I walk into the pokies and I'm doing shit and I hear this bloke just go, yeah. He goes, look at that. You get a random bloke in the pokey room, put $50 in each, boom, and up $500.
Bang.
And I was like, fuck.
Bang.
I was like, that is awesome, but I am so jealous that I wasn't here because we were going to do a syndicate
we'd already
together.
talked about that.
Yeah, and I felt like I'm being cheated on. But Smitty, you're a legend. Shout out to you. Hope you had a good day on the punt on Saturday and hope you enjoyed Brisbane. Now, my next 2 things are about the Lions game. I think this is so rough. So they have like the members section,
Yeah.
and they do this thing, and each week it's a draw, like a members draw.
Yeah.
But you have to be sitting in your seats to get the draw. Now, what they do, they got this bloke with the camera, and they're going on. They've already got the name.
Yeah.
But they're like going through the crowd, and they're like, "Ooh,
Yeah, who's it going to be?
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?"
Like he's randomly picking it, but he's not.
And they zoom in on the seat, and they say the name. They're like, "Oh, he's not here today." And it's like, that is so shit. There's a good chance that, like, why wouldn't you just give something out to someone else?
Yeah.
Get him out on the field, be like, "What's your name?"
Yeah. Josh
And
Clutterbuck.
The prize that they missed out on, and this is what I thought. Imagine you're a member and you've got your kids.
Yep.
Daddy, I need to go and piss.
Oh, no.
Imagine being in the toilet and you hear your name called out.
Oh, no.
And you get to miss out on the opportunity of doing the coin toss for the round 21 clash.
That's pretty cool.
Like that
Especially
was the prize yesterday was you get to come out for the round 21 coin toss and do it.
To be fair, that's not making me go to the game. I suppose if you're a kid, maybe it would.
Oh,
but
there's like a lot of different shit.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Signed jerseys, money. There's all this like random. There's some really good shit.
Really
you can
scat
get.
shit, yeah.
But like, I was just like, fuck. Like, I'd be heartbroken if I was at the game and I heard that
lining up for a pie or something.
Imagine, like, then you've got like your kid with you. If your kid's left you, you're just like, you are grounded.
Yeah,
you're not going anywhere.
We are
for a
never
long
going
time.
for a piss ever again.
And the other thing I noticed was, obviously AFL is a team game.
Yeah,
but like, it sort of wigged me out where in rugby and like league and union, you're always on the same side. So you're always attacking the same way, you're always defending the same way. You're next to your team, like you're next to your team. The AFL, you're always against like
every
one other
direction.
person.
Every direction they come from there.
It just keeps going in every direction, but you're always marked up against one person.
Yeah.
And so it's like you and one opposition player and you're like niggling a little bit. But what I was noticing, like they're chatting to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any AFL players here. There's a few Victorian frothies that listen.
Concrete Cowboy,
maybe reach out with a call or something. But like, what the fuck do you guys talk about with your opposition player? Like, if you know them, do you have a good catch up? Do you literally just talk shit to them and hope they punch you or something? Or like,
probably a mixture, right? Like, it depends if you've got a relationship with them or
exactly.
whatever.
Like Charlie Cameron was going up and he's like fucking like patting some of them on the back and they're having like a bit of a chat. And then like after a goal, some of them would be like, ugh. But I was like, if I was out there, like you'd just be saying the weirdest shit to them and just trying to put them offside.
Yeah.
Be like,
get out of my grill, bro.
Daddy's glutes are looking good today. Shit like that, dude. Like, you really got to like weird them out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like, but like,
get in their head.
It just mesmerizes me. What are you talking about?
I love how you go the lines and that's what you take out of it.
Yeah, bro.
Fair enough.
I also this is the other thing I took out. Obviously, there's like a lot more going on in the game, but they're like sort of reminded me of soccer where they like pass the ball, pass the ball. And then some guy goes, well, fuck it, and just kicks it and just hopes that like the tall bloke can get up there and hold it. I'm like, I don't know how technical this game is. Like, I don't understand the nuances of AFL.
Yeah.
But like, there can't be a science to just kick the cunt. Like, just hope and pray.
Works for me.
But
in everyday life.
He looked good.
Yeah, it's good. I like AFL
I love
live.
going to AFL live, man. It's good. Fucking
Atmos
sick.
is electric.
Atmos is so electric.
Yeah.
We were in the Lions supporter crowd yesterday. I actually sent that message in the group about like the support people.
Yeah.
Not just that, but there's always people at the games. So there's like Lions people, and it's the same ones every week, and they've got like the fucking pom poms and shit. And they do the banners and stuff like that
behind the goal.
Yeah. I thought they were like a paid group to go to every game.
No, they're just fans.
Apparently they're volunteer fans that go to every game.
Yeah.
And support.
How good.
Fucked.
That's ticker.
Imagine that for Jeeves.
Oh.
6th grade.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
It's called Harry Meeker.
Also, shout out to Jeeves. Undefeated on the weekend.
Bang.
Didn't lose a single game.
Bang.
Yeah.
Didn't even mention that on the sports pod.
Yeah, I forgot.
Classic.
Bro, there's a lot I don't mention.
Yeah. There's a lot we forget as well.
Yeah,
should we froth?
Yeah, I think we should, dude. I think it'll be lovely.
Lovely. I put this up on our story. You sent me a message to Savo just out of the blue. Whacked myself with a hammer this Savo.
Well, I did.
Yeah, I know.
I got blood blisters and shit. Do you want to pop another one?
No, I hate that sort of shit.
Yeah, maybe I'll rip into it with my teeth and go.
Oh, yuck. Okay, let's get into the froths.
G'day, Clutchy and Das. Was just re-listening to your Magic Round podcast and struck a chord in me hearing about Darcy's fucking shit award that that was made up for him in Year 12, and I just wanted to share my own experience, even though I'm a bit fucking late to the party. End of year assembly, they announced all the school captains and house captains for the upcoming year, and I thought it'd be funny to get a bunch of us to apply for lost property captain, because apparently that's an integral role to the school. Unbeknownst to me, no one else fucking applied and couldn't pull their finger out and write the email. So I was called upon in front of the whole school to accept this prestigious honour. I made a big meal of it, kicked about and screamed like I won the lotto, and did such a shit fucking job that the role has never been brought back ever since I left school. Have a cracking weekend, boys.
That's fucking
North
funny.
in your fucking shorts.
Fucking
Lost property
hell.
captain. Also,
Lost property captain. That is awesome.
pretty random. I just noticed. Don't let me forget to take it. My suit is still hanging up here from Magic Round.
Fuck, you'll need that.
It's not.
Fucking hell.
It's not my black suit. But
not a made up award, but I'm fairly sure
mine.
I was the first at junior school at Maris.
with fingers too fat to play the
first
flute.
or the second year. Environmental leader.
Yeah, nice. I was in the environment club at Padua Primary, year 5.
I applied for it because no one else would.
Yeah, right.
So it used to be me and Prolox down in the creek doing the restoration every Wednesday
Matty
morning.
P.
Yeah. And I used to think it was a good idea to
Probably
wash
done
off the mud in
something
the
else.
creek water and then wonder why I was itchy for the whole day.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, bro. Probably explains my balls.
Your general demeanour.
Fuck, that's so funny. They lost property captain code.
Hey, guys, calling deep from in the depths of New South Wales, Dubbo to be exact.
Lovely.
Just ringing you guys to call you about Queensland's right edge defence. What do you guys think about them guys on that right edge? You got Cherry Evans, Nanai, and Gagai to defend. Now, I don't know about you, but I think New South Wales is going to have some fucking fun down that side of the field. Anyway, lads, Cleary's in your cheeks, and he's fucking giving you heaps. New South Wales 13 plus, boy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This could go either way for us, couldn't it?
Yeah. Well, look, all right, this is my pre-game, now post-game, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Nostradamus sort of shit.
Queensland win and win well.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Dane Gagai has had so much pressure on him about how shit he's been in the first 2 games with his missed tackles. Also, he hadn't had the best club form recently. Start of the year, he was great.
He also loves
But
playing
there's
for
this-
Queensland.
There's this, like, he loves playing, like, his games at Suncorp are insane, man.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to do a job. Nanai, I think it's pretty rough to give a lot of shit to Nanai about his performance in the second game when he came on at probably one of the shittest points.
Yeah.
And
We also got dusted.
we got dusted. So, but like, he came on and I think he missed the tackle like straight away to a try. But it's just like when everyone else around you is fucked and no one's getting up.
Yep.
Like, how are you meant to get up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and DCE's a half and halves can't tackle except your Joey Johns. Shout out to the man. So I don't know. I think it's a lot of weight on, I think, Nanai's shoulders mainly.
Yeah.
But if he can get up and lay a good platform, I think Dane's going to be all right in defense. It's just about chat.
Yeah.
Just
communication.
Talk. There's going to be plenty of it.
Yeah. There's going to also be plenty of it from the crowd.
And just someone fucking smack Matt Burton.
Yeah.
I rate that guy so highly
he's very
and have
good.
so much respect. And he seems like the nicest dude in the world.
But
And what
the
I hate
problem-
about that is that
He plays for New South Wales.
New South Wales, man. He's from Dubbo.
Yeah, there you go.
Dubbo's got Matt Burton and Isaiah Yeo.
Yeah.
Like,
2 blokes both going to get folded.
yeah, fuck. Maybe Dubbo should become Queensland, just like maybe wherever Greg Inglis is from is Queensland.
Moving on.
G'day, boys. Sober soldier, double dribble, unintentional. Fighting a new war in the past 20 seconds. Pepsi versus Coke. Why is Pepsi the winner?
It's not.
So, big hits I'm talking about. Let's go for them. Number 1, talking about Uber Eats and why you'd use it. Uber Eats has, in like food delivery, I don't use Uber Eats often. They're very up your ass. I prefer Menulog or DoorDash because of their various discounts. Not so much anymore, but back in the day, I'm working in industrial areas, and at night time, when I can't leave site for 13 fucking hours, so when you have some dickhead not clean up the site and you trip over and spill your Mrs. Homemade spaghetti, having Menulog being able to bolt you out of Macca's double cheeseburger with a large Coke at 9 at night is an absolute fucking saviour. But also, I want to hear your opinion. I'm not too sure if it's true. I've read a couple articles on Facebook, but we all know don't trust what you read because Facebook is about as trustworthy as the facts we know about the ocean.
That's
They just don't line up. But apparently word is the hotel across from the Caxton next to Honeybees has been bought by NRL, the actual corporation, for 25 mil to become their new home of football. Now, considering Caxton has been the home of football for, I don't know, how fucking long, where does this leave you guys? How do you guys feel about it? All right, boys, keen to hear your thoughts and fucking prayers. Cheeks in your cheeks. Give them fucking hope.
Okay, I got a couple of things to say here.
Okay.
Where is Pepsi better than Coke in your argument there?
Yeah,
like you never brought it up.
You even talked about getting Maccas and getting Coke.
Double cheeseburger and getting a Coke.
I know that they don't have Pepsi, but like...
Yeah, but it's like, if you love Pepsi so much, like talk about something with Pepsi to support your argument.
Does Red Rooster even have Pepsi?
Did you do debating in school?
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Exactly. But like one of the first things in debating.
Yeah.
Support your fucking argument, cunt.
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about the Gambaros thing as a quick plug for the Sports Pod, because we covered it off at length. The Caxton will always be the home of rugby league in Queensland, and we covered it off. You should tune into the Wednesday pod if you'd like to hear about it. We've basically developed a marketing plan for
all the rooms
for Gambaros. So,
but my only thing I didn't bring up then is I feel like it's a Peter V'landys play. You know what I mean? Like he's head of the NRL.
Yep.
And he's just trying to fucking, we're going to make this thing. Like, people are always going to come to the Caxton because it has fucking culture.
Which you can't buy.
I would rather come here 100% because, like, you can see the shit
Smell,
that's going on. Whereas, like, Gambaros is just way too nice.
Yep.
I'd say Gambaros would be more of a rugby union place. Actually, on that, I forgot to mention that in the sports pod, but one of the boys today, he's the site manager where we're at, said he went to his first union game on the weekend, which was the Wallabies. And he's like, holy fuck, it is so different to rugby league. I was like, oh,
who would have thought?
So? Yeah. He's like, it's lawyers, it's doctors, it's RMs, it's like
I said to my missus, I was like, the Wallabies is the white collar crowd's excuse to get blue collar drunk.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
Yeah.
You see like scarves and shit everywhere.
Yeah. We went to Felons for a beer on Saturday on the way home. So many scarves.
Yeah, dude.
You haven't worn a scarf in your life outside of a Wallabies game. Why do you need to wear it there?
Ridiculous. But Caxton will and always it is
and always
will be the home of rugby league in Queensland.
That's all we'll say on the matter.
Going on, boys? Happy tackle just at work on a Friday. Just going through some old episodes with you guys. One was the KFC boys and particularly spitballing some ideas to each other. And my mate, actually, Kai, came up with an idea when I used to work at Capers with him. Well, get this, right? Thirsty for a few bevies, and you iron off a six-pack. You don't want to pay $20 for a six-pack when a carton's $50. Like, what's the point in that? So it's an app where you link up with other people that also want to buy a carton, and you go halves in a carton with anybody.
Game changer.
I thought it was fucking awesome at the time. I don't drink beer anymore, but there was an app like that made it cheap.
Game changer.
Anyway, boys.
So like,
Friday,
so he's saying you find
and
so you could go like, you could like buy into a case, right? So say like Caxton Hotel's participating, you jump on the app, Caxton Hotel, 3 people want to buy a case of bloke.
Yeah, right.
Bang. Instead of paying whatever it is for a 4-pack, you split the cost of a case.
That's awesome. I misinterpreted. I thought he meant you rock up to the bottle shop and just find some random bloke and go, want to split a case.
Probably would also work.
That would probably work as well. But that's actually awesome. I like that.
Game changer.
That's
someone develop it. We'll market it for you.
Yeah.
We just fucking found a free phone thingy on the side of the road, but I was gonna fucking ask if brakes break, is it a good thing? I don't know, because brakes can break, but like that's what they're meant to do. So I don't know. And also, how good would the fucking Wallabies win? How fucking good? All right, I hope this is the right fucking number. Goodbye.
I left this one in. Had to cut out a fair bit of stuff at the start. Some references to some stuff we don't want to include. Plus, it was just a lot of dribble.
Yeah.
And then he also quoted at the end saying, how good was the Wallabies win? They lost.
They did. They definitely lost.
What are we watching here?
I'm
not watching that.
Jesus.
But yeah, brakes breaking.
Dude, well, It's got a double meaning, doesn't it?
You don't want your brakes to break.
You don't want your brakes to break, but you want them to break.
Yeah, exactly. You want them to break.
Fuck, my brakes broke.
You want them to break when
Brakes are
you want them
breaking.
to break. But if they break when you don't want them to break, then
You're fucked.
you're fucked.
Oh.
Moving on.
Jesus.
G'day, gentlemen. It's Fornicating Froth here. I'm just lying in bed and I'm thinking about, is a crab just the aquatic version of a spider? But also, like, you know how a crab can only walk sideways? Can you imagine if we could only walk sideways? Like, how fucked would our lives be?
Pretty fucked.
And at the end of the day,
So
I
fun.
just sit back and I just think about, it's just further to the point that we just fucking know that much more about the ocean. No, we won't. No, fuck that. We don't know about space in the ocean. We don't fucking shit all about the ocean. There's a fucking Loch Ness monster somewhere in there. All right, cheeks in the cheeks. Give them heaps.
Glad you
No,
corrected
lads.
yourself there.
No,
mate.
thank you for correcting yourself. But, man, I always forget that crabs walk just sideways.
So fucked.
So funny.
Do they like tack like sailing boats?
I don't know.
Or can they only...
Because,
Yeah.
bro, what I was thinking, I was like, imagine doing like a big circle sideways. It looks so funny, like as a person.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
it looks so fucking funny. Yeah, fuck. But I suppose crabs are the spiders of the ocean.
Fuck, I just fucked up.
Except they're
Hello.
delicious.
Sorry, I just really fucked up.
No, that's all right, dude.
Lost me spot.
Hello, it is.
I think.
Because there was one that started from 14 seconds away through the call, which is what I was looking for. Maybe we'll just go from the back until we... I also think I just took a whole heap out of my favourites, so if we've missed your call, sorry. I just like swiped on my phone and swiped down here instead of
Oh, okay.
next. So we'll just start at the last one.
What if? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So let's have to go back and listen through them all.
Yeah.
Hello, it is Discount Dave here, and I am just calling. For one, I rang last week at Duck Creek Races, and I was just letting you know how successful the pickup lines were. I'm not sure which one the Cummins Cockhead used, but he got successful.
He used
and
one of the
driving the swag.
pickup lines
Anyway,
from
calling
the
from a
Frothy
free
Group.
phone.
Nice.
But I have one question. This could be petty, but how do you get someone to pay you back? It's a small amount of money. Say you paid for someone's hotel room, like $100, and they're not paying it back.
That's not
How do you get them to
Yeah,
pay that
not small-
back
small enough to
politely?
forget.
Because I'm kind of struggling with that right now. Thank you. Regards, Discount Dave. Do not piss your sheets. Give them heaps. And Cummins Cockhead is happy to be here. Okay? See ya. Bye. I love you blokes. Your podcast keeps me going. All right. See you.
Love
Bye.
you too, mate.
Love you too, sir. Fuck, that's a tough one. Also, I don't think $100 is a small amount of money.
No, not to forget to pay your mate
to
back.
forget to pay back.
Maybe 20 is a small amount.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Fuck, that is tough. I remember Hamish and Andy used to do this sort of shit on their podcast,
What do you mean? Like,
where like they would call up pretending to be like a radio
Yeah.
show or something like that, and be like, "Have you forgotten about?"
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do that, and then they just hit them with, "You forgot to pay this to this person."
Maybe we
Why'd
could do
you
that.
it?" Yeah, it'd be funny as fuck.
Reach out to us and we'll get in touch with you, mate.
Yeah, we'll give them a call on the potty.
Send us a message on Instagram. We'll try and do it next week.
Try and do it. Yeah, it'd be funny as.
We'll be your debt collector.
Yeah.
I'm at a free phone trying to call home all of my friends. I don't know the fucking words.
That's great.
Oh, we love a free phone call.
Payphone is a great song.
G'day, cunts. It's the fucking Ford Falcon. Stop banging on the fucking phone booth, you cunt! I'm making a phone call! It's the Ford Falcon fuckwit. Just wanted to let you know. Hey, I don't want to root you right now. Fuck off, woman. Just wanted to let you know you're a bunch of good cunts. I've been plugging the Caxton like a motherfucker. I'm calling from a free phone in Pete Crossan. My name's the Ford Falcon fuckwit. Leave me alone. I'm gonna hang up now because people are bothering me. But love the potty. Long time listener, first time caller. Have a fucking good one.
Thank you for the fucking fuckwit. That was great. That's funny.
One of the better free phone calls we've had.
Yeah, I like that. Bit of narrative to it.
Howdy lads, it's the Menno Masturbator back here again in Jindabyne, out here for a boys' snow trip. So I bought a maroon hat from you guys.
Thank you.
Looks
Thank you very
better
much.
on me, I reckon. But is that alright saying I'm a man who lives in New South Wales and a blue supporter to wear a maroon hat? Hopefully it's alright. It should be good. Looks hot, so up the potty, up the merch, up the boys. See you later, boys. Here's an abrupt hang up.
We love that. Well, these actually aren't State of Origin hats because legally we would never think of calling these State of Origin hats. They're just maroon and blue for the sake of it.
Just maroon and blue because that was the natural progression of colours.
Anyone can wear any colour.
There was green and gold. Now there's
Maroon and blue.
It's just
What's that?
Jesus Christ.
Big noise.
Could have been
Caxton.
Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, obviously, they're
Thanks
not
for your support.
They're not Origin hats. There's nothing to do with
absolutely
that. It's just
not.
that was the natural progression of colours that were coming.
And if you're listening, there's plenty of blue hats left. That's all that's left. Everything else is sold out. So if you want a copper blue hat, we'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Bodybrandbeers.com.
Also, they both look fucking
Sick,
awesome,
yeah.
just quietly.
I'm not going to be wearing my blue one till after Origin, but I will be wearing the fuck out of it.
Yeah. I can't wear mine now because it's signed by Joey Johns.
We'll get you another one, mate.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, g'day, boys. It's the Maryvale Mudskipper here. I'm just going to set the scene for you, and then I'm going to hit you with a question. So you get in your car, you're on your way to the pub, you get there, you go in, you order a steak. Steak comes out straight away. Sitting there, take your first bite, and these two units just come bounding over, these two blokes, right? When they get there, they're just going off at you. One is a vegan, like a proper hardcore vegan, and he is going off that you've murdered an animal and you're eating a steak. He hates you, right? Going off. And the other one is a cyclist. He's wearing full lycra, pointing his 1.5 metre pool noodle at you, going off his head because you've gone too close to him on the way there. They're both just going off. Now, here's the question, and it's a hard one. You're only allowed to knock one of these fuckers out. Who are you drilling? The cyclist or the vegan? Oh. Righto, boys. Stay out of each other.
Can't promise we'll stay out of each other. Quick shout out to the Alpha Blokes podcast. They're currently #1 in Australia for the comedy charts.
Yeah, fucking oath.
#2 in Australia overall, #1 in the comedy charts, above Joe Rogan. Like, that is so
Shout out to the boys. They've been doing God's work.
Check them out, Alpha Blokes podcast. They're fucking funny ads. And I'm pretty sure they're going to come and do an episode down here with us in the Caxton in a couple of weeks' time. So keep an eye out for that.
Fuck. I feel like if you crack at the if you crack at the vegan.
Cyclists always travel in packs, was my thinking.
Well, my thinking is cyclists are cowards.
True.
Because the vegan's going to make a bigger deal about it.
Stand up for themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to keep going on and on and on. But, like, I just feel as though maybe if you take out the vegan, maybe the cyclist will run.
True.
Because, like, they're all bark, no bite.
Yeah.
But that could also be the same for the vegan.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't crack either. I'd just continue eating my steak and say, fuck off.
And get in my car and drive home.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe sort of flirt too close to the cyclist once again. And then
if I must.
Give it a little. Yeah, I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. I was thinking cyclists always travel in packs, so I'm not starting that fight. Give me the vegan. Probably weak from not eating any steak. Because I'm obviously a fucking absolute brawler. Have a look at me.
Unit,
look at me. This is actually Kurt Catewell's shirt. That's not a joke either. And I can't. It's surprising, I know, but it's skin tight on me. I just fill it out exactly as good as Kurt does. So
yeah,
obviously.
I can't believe you still got it.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah, this is the Interstate Masturbator calling from the Mooney Roadhouse. Just calling off a Telstra free phone. Now I'm going to hang up aggressively.
Thank you, mate. Much appreciated.
That was very aggressive.
Much appreciated.
Bro, actually, before we continue this next one, I forgot to tell you, one of the boys at work, his brother, guess what his job is?
Oh, my God. He works at Telstra.
He doesn't just work for Telstra.
He services the free phones.
He services, fixes, and installs free phones.
Kidding me.
He does all that shit.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you at all. That's his job.
We got to do a collab.
So he
with
knows
Telstra.
where all the free phones across Australia are.
We got to do a collab with Telstra.
Yeah, fucking oath.
You know that email today?
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Maybe they can do that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Pretty cool.
That'd be really cool.
Anyway.
Hey boys, I was just wanted to ask, did you know you can ring free phones? Like, if you ring them to your phone, they'll give you a phone number, and then you can ring them back on your phone. Plus, I did just buy a maroon hat, so here's a really loud hang up. I expect it to be on the phone call, eh? See you boys. Love ya. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Fucking mental health first, eh?
Absolutely.
See you boys.
Absolutely.
That was a very aggressive hang up.
That was
Thank
nice
you.
and aggressive. You could tell the aggression was there.
Oh my god.
Yes, I did know you could call back.
So did I. You can also text off them.
Yeah. There's some people out there who use it for bad things.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
That's how
that
some
makes sense though.
Yeah, some people use it because it's untraceable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Obviously, you can trace where it is, but like,
Yeah, you can trace where it is, but good luck
not who
finding
did
that
it.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty smart.
Telstra.
We don't condone that.
No, we don't.
This could be the last one. I'm not sure.
G'day. I hope this is the froth line.
It is.
This is Carsman Cox, I guess, speaking.
Been a while.
In Fords Bridge, New South Wales. Pretty deadly on a place. Pretty wild. Just wondering, the new merch drop, is it acclimatised to the sub-zero conditions? Because it is fucking cold here, and we need some hoodies.
It is.
Thank you, Das. Thank you, Klutz.
That's okay, mate.
Love you. Bye.
The finest quality hoodies in all of Australia.
It's very acclimatised.
Finest quality hoodies in all of Australia. Pity there's none left.
Yeah. Apologies. There is some.
There might be some long sleeve shirts, maybe,
They're good
by the
for
time this
thermals
comes out.
If you want to
Yeah.
acclimatise even more.
Good for
but-
layering.
Yeah, exactly. Just like ogres, we have layers.
Onions.
Ogres have
Mate,
layers
Cotton
too.
Dust. I ordered a jumper, and I'm on a free phone. I love you. Bye.
Love you too, mate.
Thank you so much. Oh, that was. I like it.
I didn't realize how many fucking free phone calls I left in this week's.
That's great.
It is great.
I think this could be the last one.
Yeah.
G'day, gentlemen. Fornicating froth here.
Yeah, we heard this one, didn't we?
I'm just lying in bed and I'm thinking about, is a crab?
Yeah, we did. Honestly, guys, like that right there, people ask us often about what we spoke about on the podcast. I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't remember that call, could
Like,
you?
I literally could not remember that call.
Until he
But like,
said
I remember the call,
crab
but I
thing.
yeah, it's the crab. But like, that says more about me, I
Than the
suppose,
ocean.
than the ocean. Yeah, we know more about my head than we do about the ocean,
We do.
which is fucked. But
So, anything else you want to cover off?
no, I think that was a solid sesh. Polygon
Was.
songs.
Thanks for supporting us. Share this with a few of your friends, hey?
Yep.
And check in with them.
Yep.
Check in with them.
Fucking
and
oath.
ask them how they're doing.
Exactly.
Have a beer on Friday for our mate Matt.
Yep.
We will be.
We'll be having a lot.
We'll be having a lot.
We'll be having
of
a
beers.
lot.
A lot of beers.
Yeah, it's going to be a very big day. Should be a good day.
It'll be a great day.
So, yeah, thanks once again, guys, for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who cops some merch. Really, really appreciate it. As Dar said, we're genuinely blown away that people listen to us and grab stuff that we put out.
It's
So,
crazy.
yeah, very, very appreciative of that, guys. But
See you next week.
Thank you.
Go
Farewell.
Queensland.
Give them heaps. Go Jeeves.
I'm going to sound like idiots if Queensland lose, but they won't.
No, they're not going to lose.